performances as well. 2 4-1 wins, which puts him to the summit of the Group C table. He's on 4 points, with everybody else, bar Lloyd Walker, picking up points so far on this Thursday afternoon, and Lloyd himself has been far from disgraced. There's a couple of 4-3 defeats, the reason why he finds himself at the bottom of the pile. We'll see him against Josh McCarthy in Game 8, but before that, time to see our Dutch friend Arne Spee again. He takes on Danny Truman. These two gone head-to-head in Group A over the course of 3 days. It's Danny Truman who leads that particular head-to-head. But you were mentioning in your comments and observations earlier on, Scott, that you feel like you've seen a different side to Arne today.
First leg,
yeah,
Arne
very much so. This is the
Arne
that is qualifying from the European ADC Tour, and
59.
he's winning legs today. He looks really more competent. He's averaging mid-80s, which is up there with the rest. We've seen a very different Arne today, and
100.
in the past, you and I have been in here, and we say about players needing to draw a line in the sand from Group A to whatever group they drop into, and starting again. And I really truly feel that he's done
40.
exactly that.
Yeah, there's a lot of players in Group C that could be found guilty
45.
of doing a Belinda Carlisle and drawing circles in the sand. But for Arne, new day, breathing new opportunities.
101.
As I say, so far today, we've not had an average below 80, which, look, we've covered enough Group Cs in our time to kind of get a litmus test as to what the standard and the level is. That's fairly solid up to press. And the most solid performer has been Danny Truman.
Which I have to say I did come to expect, but there's been some good performances elsewhere as well, which is going to make this group,
Arne,
you feel, go right down to the wire. You made
61.
a Belinda Carlisle reference
Danny,
earlier. I'll have to see her in a
140.
couple of weeks. So you and I dream the same dream.
100.
She's
Arne,
supporting Take That
100.
at St Mary's. There's no football going on there at the moment, so why not use it for
80.
a lovely concert or two?
Danny, you require
Yeah, bring your
40.
binoculars. Truman looking at tops.
I'll probably sat that far back, yeah.
Game shot on the first leg. Danny
Well, it
Truman.
is. Yeah, if you do that, you might get a job as a first team analyst.
Second leg, Danny to throw first. Game on.
Now, Henry. Don't let your South Coast rivalry jump into our commentary.
Hey, you must be very happy right now. It looks like Champions League football
49.
next season for the Cherries.
Hey, we got shirts out. We're Pride of the South, mate.
Can't dispute that.
Probably have European flags on
100.
our shirts next year as well.
Mm.
Even though our country voted to be out of Europe. That's not the point.
Yeah, let's
Our
move on
football
from
teams
that.
didn't.
Let's move on.
55.
Welcome to the political half hour here on Pluto TV.
Chris Mason's on another channel.
54.
That first dart sat perfectly for Truman.
137.
To run for cover, but ran for cover rather successfully.
$84.
Truman just taking his time before heading back to the board. Saw Danny last night, played at the local comp over in Waterloo, which a lot of
119.
players participate in before playing their Thursday and Friday campaigns at the Super Series, and just basically full of glee as to how much he's
Danny
enjoyed
require
the
141.
3 days experience in Group A, and we haven't really wiped the smile off his face so far today. If anything, that 141 would have made him happier.
109.
He's himself on 32. As for Arne, just a little bit of a dip in terms of performance levels in this game in comparison to what he's punched in during Game 1 and Game 2. Truman just carrying on.
Danny Truman.
32 darts with 2-0 leads. And he's just under 94 as a result.
First. Game on.
It's just solid. And do you know what? We get a lot of players, recommend players, but I've got to give Scott Campbell the utmost credit here, because when he was here for the pairs, he gave us the heads up that Danny had qualified to play in this. And he said, watch out, because he can play. He's got quality, but he's also got a bit of character.
100.
He's going to be the perfect foil for a competition like this. And Scott was perfectly correct.
99.
Has played at a World Cup before, has
140.
Danny Truman. That was in Denmark back in 2023.
$56.
So played at the Europe Cup in 2024. Got through to the last 16 before being beaten by a certain Johan Brouwer. I've seen him in a while.
60.
Knocked out the groups
Danny
of the World
121.
Masters in the last couple of years. They did make the semi-finals of last year's Hungarian Classic
81.
in the WDF. Losing out 5-2 to Stephen Rosny in the final 4. Rosny now, of course, a tour card holder.
50. Danny, you require 40. Game shot on the third leg. Danny Truman.
A 13 darter for the man that is
Fourth
nicknamed
leg,
The
Danny
Show.
to throw first. Game on.
Fair to say the apple doesn't fall too far from the tree in terms of that particular nickname. And in terms of doubling
97.
success, absolute perfection so far for the Scot. 3 hits and 3 attempts. And Arne, who
60.
got himself back into a decent position in terms of the league standings as a result of his 4-3 win against Lloyd Walker in his previous contest. Well, he may well be evaporating that straight away
57.
here if he gets beaten, and he gets beaten rather comprehensively.
$55.
It's been really good here from Truman once again. Staying in that mid-90s average, making himself very difficult
57.
to beat.
$90. $96.
And once again, Truman finding the treble right when he needs it. To keep himself that 100 ahead of Arne Spee. And
58.
Spee not finding one this time round.
Here's an interesting fact about the Truman Show for you, Scott. Now,
60.
Jim Carrey played the main part, didn't he? But he wasn't first choice because they initially looked at Robin Williams to play the key
58.
casting role, but
Danny,
they went with Jim Carrey after
134.
seeing him in Ace Ventura: Pet Detective.
Oh, what a CV to have that well, to have that on your CV and then get picked for it. What a strange one.
Well, tops left to win this game by 4-0. Again, another good display,
100.
average in excess
Danny
of 90,
required
3 for
40.
3 in terms of the doubling, and this to bring it to a rather comprehensive close. This is rather awkward. As you could see there.
14.
Spee has a chance then to extend this match. He's got 2 at double 10. And he only needs 1. Nicely done from Arne Spee. And that's been the difference today with him. He looks confident. He looks positive. Does Arne.
$26.
Call him the cowboy, but he looks a little bit more like the Milky Bar
58.
Kid.
Yeah, he's nicknamed the Cowboy because that's the name of the local team that he plays for in the sport pub in Juez.
180.
Like I say, he has a nice little 80 shot out, and off he goes. But Truman's coming with him.
35.
Truman being 3-1 to the good. There's no room for error. And Arne,
180.
back-to-back 180s here in leg 5. Really has put the cat amongst the pigeons.
Gotta love his battling
113.
spirit because it could have been so easy for him to have laid down when 3-0 down in this contest and Truman just running away. But now, could put himself back to within 1. If he could find double top, but that just drags low. However, he has got the luxury of 3 more a double 10 when he comes back. Question is, under what pressure?
$95. Arne,
He's
you
in 1 or
require
2 darter.
20.
Sensible move from Truman. That one's in the way. That's going to have to go inside that.
Game shot on the
Nicely
fifth
done.
leg.
Probably nearly the
Arne
same
Spee.
hole that he hit double 10, just 1 leg ago.
6th leg, Danny to
Here we
throw
go.
first.
Look at this.
Game
16,
on.
16, 13. A slight drop off from Truman has allowed Spee to jump in and take that 20 dart leg. And it seems to have lit the
83.
blue touch paper for Spee. And 14 darter was that last one.
Yeah, he's gritty, isn't he?
70.
Really getting stuck in. Scrapping away, and in this particular situation, that's all he can do. He's found that little uppage quality, sees his opponent drop off. The imposters are kind of met in the middle, but you still got to make the most of those chances when they fall your way. Would not have wanted to have seen that, though.
100.
And despite those couple of legs he's rattled off, Truman's favoured to win this game once again.
81.
Has to fill it up.
Yeah, has to fill it up here. Minimum requirement is a double treble visit.
137.
He's
Danny
done
require
that,
157.
put himself in the same street. If Truman's looking over his shoulder, he knows he's now there.
$97.
60 left to wrap it up 4-2, and for Danny Truman, a feeling that he may have survived somewhat of a scare
100.
because Arne Spee, for a couple
Danny
of legs through
requires
the
60.
kitchen sink at him, has left himself on a 2-darter. If this doesn't go, but it's another opportunity to win the match for Danny Truman. The tops goes low,
50.
and the 10s moves inside.
Arne, you require 94.
Alarm bells will be ringing for the Truman fans at home watching. Goes the positive route. Really positive route.
Game shot on the 6th
And
leg.
what a finish from Arne Spee. Double-double. Really good. And now he's back on
7th
throw.
and final leg, Arne to throw first. Game on.
Truman gives himself the... What on earth has happened there to the brain? I'll tell you what happened. Arne Spee
95.
turned up.
Do you know what I love, Scott? Not just in darts, but just in life in general. is when you watch people improve, whether that be in this or in other sectors of life.
125.
And for someone like Arne, I've commentated on pretty much all of his visits here. The improvement that he's made this time around, it's great to see.
137.
I've got to say, he was struggling to find it Monday, Tuesday and Wednesday when Nico and I were here casting our eyes over proceedings. And
60.
Spee, this going down the road and getting a new set of darts with a bit more grip or whatever is going on with it. It's the same dart, but it's just
127.
the same type of dart, but it's just a different grip, a different colour, and it seems to have transformed his fortunes. It seems to new darts, new luck.
Well, Danny Truman must be scratching his head as to how what's happening here is happening.
108.
Fars in the max, but he had to just to leave himself on something.
Yeah, but he's not going away, Truman, is he? He's forcing the issue. And now there's mistakes coming. There are big numbers being missed.
53. Danny, you require 136.
And this is a real opportunity for Truman. Another one of those. Oh, yes. Double 8. It would have been an absolute barnstormer of a finish, and he knows it. Truman knows it. Spee's on 89.
89.
Should get a dart at the ball. He's going to get 2 at 32.
Game
and
shot.
he only needs
And
1.
Arne
What a
Spee.
super comeback from Arne Spee. Danny Truman, ever the gentleman. Disappointment for him. But he always faces disappointment with a smile. Yes, Arne, you were good there, my son. 88 average for him. 4 from 8 on the doubles. 50% checkout. Honestly, nothing not to like about that. After the break, we have Lloyd Walker taking on Josh McCarthy.